guys, what's going on? Listen, you guys wanted to know about my other podcast, so I wanted to tell you about it here. First of all, it's doing pretty damn good on iTunes. You know, we've had inconsistencies with uploading before, but now it's going to a straight-up weekly thing, and I'm actually going to be turning it into a daily thing pretty soon, so that we have episodes up daily. Now, what we plan on doing, this is to generate extra income. As you guys know, I have multiple free YouTube channels which will remain free and always have tons of uploads. None of that is changing. But when I throw my extra time into this will help generate revenue for me and my family with the time I spend. So if you are interested in Triggered by Rage, this is a pretty honest sort of podcast. It's still going to be weekly right now, but it's going to be it may go to daily soon too, depending on the response from it. We had quite a few downloads. You guys are just absolutely killing it right now. Even the popularity on iTunes is climbing pretty quickly, so I'm surprised about that. But if you don't use it on iTunes, you can actually go to it on Podbean. So if you don't like iTunes and you're like, I'm not into iTunes, what the hell is that? Podbean.com hosts it as well, where you can actually purchase the episodes. So basically what we do is we'll be uploading parts of the episodes so that you can hear them, and we'll tease the stuff, and then if you want, you can go ahead and grab the episode. That's how it's set up right now, where you can see that 107 people have listened to the teaser, which is 20 minutes long, which is longer than we'll normally have up there, and then of course the full episode that you can purchase here. That's the 50-minute show. So that is how I am working on generating extra revenue. A lot of you guys ask me about how to do that on YouTube, and that's just doing everything you can, to be honest. See, rather than sell a t-shirt, I haven't done really well with t-shirt sales. I'm not good at the whole designing thing. You get no money from it. You get like nothing, like $1, $5 maybe if you're lucky. And then the thing about that is it just takes so much effort, and 20 people buy the shirt. I figured, I'm not good at that. I'm just not good right now. Maybe I'll make a good shirt eventually that will come along. But right now, I know what I'm good at. I'm good at talking and doing these podcasts. So I'd rather do one. Rather than sell a t-shirt or a coffee mug and all that stuff. People make revenue by selling t-shirts and coffee mugs and all kinds of crap like that. But I'm gonna make revenue by selling an extra podcast that's completely different, and it's it's fairly brutally honest, some of them, and many of them are free available right now. But of course, episode 7 you can get now. It's on iTunes and Podbean, and on Podbean you can pay for it. If you don't want to go there, go to joecronenshow.com or joecronenshow.net, and you can actually buy it there as well. Let me give you a little example of that too. Let me see here. I'm just doing this because a lot of people asked me, they didn't understand how it all worked. So now you understand how it worked. I've done this on my other channels too, but this is the first time I've done it on this channel, so there you go. I go down here, and you can play a preview of the episode. And it plays. It's like a game show host whenever I do some of these intros. So yeah, welcome to the host. Then you can come down here and buy the episode. It's 50 minutes. I talk about all kinds of crap. You click that, bam, it's going to take you to your PayPal thing. So there you go. Man, I was on screen for a second. Goodbye to me. What happened? What is Trump doing? I mean, what is Obama doing? What's with the CIA? I got people on the left telling me like, oh, the CIA has they've admitted that they know for a fact now that that Russia hacked in and messed up the election. And then the people on the right in Trump's camp, they're saying that these are the same people that said that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction, and they're just butthurt. It's like, who do you believe right now? And I haven't looked at enough of the evidence to know either way, but to me, if Russia hacked and did this thing that they're saying, show us the exact evidence. I want to see it, And you can't say it's just classified. Well, we're not going to believe you. No one's going to believe you unless you show it. Well, actually, I take it back. The left side has completely believed it. I will believe it if I see the right evidence, but I don't see it right now. It all just sounds like bullshit. It all sounds like a distraction to me right now, which I'm sick of. I mean, isn't the same old shit, right? The same old distraction or the same old lies or whatever. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't think that it's not possible. And who's to say, perhaps they found out that Russia did hack in to see how the election was going. Perhaps Russia was testing our abilities to block them from hacking it. Maybe this was a test by them to see if they could have outcomes on future elections. And maybe they didn't even do anything. Maybe they were just literally testing the hack now. But they're spinning it now as like they affected the, and because how could they have voted for Trump? I don't know. How could they have done it? Why do people ask how could they have voted for Trump? We voted for George Bush twice, okay? This country elected George Bush twice and then elected Obama twice. Explain to me how it's so crazy that we elected Trump. So this country elected George Bush twice. Then they said, F this, let's go for a Democrat. Then they elected him twice. Then everybody collectively kind of said, F this. And then they gave us the same old Hillary Clinton, the same old inside business corrupt person. But here comes Donald Trump from the outside. He's an outside corrupt person. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, Bernie Sanders would have won. If Bernie Sanders ran against Donald Trump, I promise you he would have won. Because, I don't know. But it's so funny that the people show these things of, hey, Bernie, save us. Bernie didn't save you the first time when he bailed on you. You talk about the bailouts. Bernie bailed way out. He was like, thanks, man. I'll see you guys later. It was all a big bullshit bluff. They wasted it. Bernie Sanders would be in there right now. He would. He'd be in there right now. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy listening to this Triggered by Rage podcast right here on Shame on News. And my name is Joe Cronin. And again, make sure you go over and, do whatever you want. I don't know. You can buy the podcast on podbean.com, episode 7, the full 50 minutes. Or you can go over to joecroninshow.com and you can buy it there. Either way, enjoy it. It's 2:40 in the morning. All 3 of my kids are asleep, and I feel pretty good. I'll tell you that. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Go listen to my podcast if you like this stuff, because it's a lot of time put into it, and I think you'll like it. Prices will drop soon on the individual episodes. We're just kind of trying to figure out what works right now and what can actually make a difference for us. So I appreciate that. But I'll tell you what, if we get over 100 buys on that, when we get over 100 buys on an episode, I'll definitely sink the prices to the lowest amount, which is $1.99 per episode. And if not, F it. Just stay here and watch all the free stuff that I upload on YouTube, because that's what it's all about. YouTube. Hope you guys are having a good time. Have a good holiday time. I got a Christmas tree today. We look like assholes out there picking out the trees too. I'm like, oh, look at this one. The guys are like, normally I'm pissed off because we find a tree and then the guys there, like, they're nowhere to be found, and you're like, where's the freaking guy? I want to get out of here. It's cold out here. But tonight they were like swarming all over our ass. They were like, is this the one? You good? You need help? You need help? They were just all over us, and we couldn't pick a damn tree. And they were like breathing down our necks, like, and like staring at us, and you're like, yeah, let me get this. No, never mind. And they put the thing back, and we were just like undecisive about what tree to get. It was the dumbest thing ever. And then I bought like one of the most expensive trees. Like, for some reason, I was like, you know what? Let me get this really nice looking one. And it's funny because I remember 3 Christmases ago. I remember 3 or 4 Christmases ago, us not being able to afford a tree, really. And I remember I went to the Christmas tree thing with $30. And we went so late because I didn't have any money before that. So I went on like December 19th or something to get a tree. And I'm like an idiot. I bring $29. And all the trees are marked up because there's not many trees left. So they're marked up. So the cheapest tree there was $50. And I went there with $29 thinking, maybe I can get a tree. And then I realized, and then if you looked at the price tags, like the cheapest trees that they had before that was starting at $29, funny enough, I think. Maybe it was $24. But then the next one up was like fucking $34.99 or something. And I was like, well, I couldn't have bought a tree anyway. And yeah, I just remember being very, I can remember feeling very helpless, like very, depressed and just awful. Because I went there with my son. I took my son. I think he was like 3 at the time, or 4. Yeah, he was like 3. He might have been 3. He might have been 2 or 3. I don't fucking remember. But anyway, he was really little. And I'm like, let's go get a Christmas tree and stuff. And we had to leave there with nothing, and I remember just feeling like, oh man, just shoot me in the head, or I don't know, just put a fucking, I suck, like this sucks, and I just played it off like, yeah, there wasn't very many good things there, son, and we drove home, and then I remember though, then I ended up getting I think I found money in the house or something. I don't know. Then we went back anyway, and probably didn't eat much for a week, but we got the tree, and I could have asked my mother for money. I'm pretty like obvious, but I don't know. She wasn't around. And I don't know what it was, but it was terrible though. So I just can relate to anybody who was like just going through a tough time, and you start looking around, like you feel like the walls are closing in on you. You'll do anything, like it gets crazy, man. I totally get it though. But yeah, here we were 3-4 years later when things were a little better, and we're like, let's get the $50 tree. And I just laughed in my head out loud because I'm like, we could have gotten the cheaper ones, and we there we are getting a $50 tree, and I'm thinking of 3-4 years earlier when I'm at this Christmas tree place with my kid, realizing that I have not enough money to buy a tree. It was just kind of funny. Wow, weird how things can turn around. And keep chugging along, man. I don't know. I have nothing. I was supposed to end this video like 10 minutes ago, but I felt like just going on and on about that for some bizarre reason. What else do I have to say? That's it. I'm gonna make an episode of Triggered by Rage right now. I probably should have just put this on that, but that's fine. You guys get a bonus. Enjoy. Shame on News. Go check out Triggered by Rage on iTunes and Podbean and on JoeCroninShow.net. We'll see you.